He has the best palate in a chef I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Wow.
I swear to God, KC, story time. I made this dish for him. And while we were doing the research and development, and talk about shit in your pants when you're making a dish for a 3 Michelin star chef. And he's like, hey, this tastes great, but he's like, I think the garlic is sour.
Oh, he's one of those.
Like,
oh my God.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, the garlic, it's sprouted, it's sour, it's old. And I'm like, what? Okay. And then I'm like, okay, chef. And I'm like, how the fuck would he tell? Dude, I go back to the garlic, bro, and the germ is coming out of the fucking garlic.
And you can see it. Oh my God.
How the fuck? Who would even and that wasn't in Casey, that wasn't the first time, bro. That wasn't the first time.
That's just years training, bro. Like you can tell, my God.
I swear to God, we got this fish from Hawaii, right? This kampachi. And I'm telling the purveyor, hey, listen, this fish needs to be fucking fresh. It has to be fresh. Like, don't send it if it's not fresh. But obviously, we're in a time crunch. The weekend passed, so this fish was 3 days out of water. Oh. By the time I went to present it whole, like it was the fourth day. And dude, I try to rinse it off. I try to clean it up, and it wasn't bad. It's not bad. But then he looks at the fish. He's like, hey, when was this caught? And I'm like, chef, I'm gonna be honest, man. It's not still breathing. Wow. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I think it's about 3.5 days old.
Oh, and I'm God.
What? I'm like, bitch, what? And I'm like, dude, how the